Hello everybody, Alex here with another episode of Momentum Charting. Today we are going to get into the chart of SoFi Technologies, but before we do that, if you could, please go down below. It's very important. Hit the subscribe button so that you get notified on all the updates in the coming week that I'm going to come out with on SoFi Technologies, plus all your other favorite stocks. Some crucial things coming up over the next couple weeks in the markets. Could be a big turning point. So hit the subscribe, hit the bell, hit the like. Thank you so much for doing all three of those. Let's dig into the chart. So we're here in SoFi Technologies on what looks to be the most important time frame. I've got us on the 1 hour, and it appears that we are here on a sort of a descending wedge pattern. Where this takes us, I am not sure yet, but one thing is 100% clear, that in order to start carrying prices higher, we need to, first of all, break this awful downward momentum that we've been having in place since the 2nd of June. We need to break back to the upside, and hopefully this support here holds at right around $14.68. This would be an ideal spot for us to break back to the upside, break this downward sloping resistance, start putting in a series of higher lows and higher highs, get a support line in place here, get an upward sloping trend line, which carries us back at a minimum to the top of this channel. That's going to be the first target if and when we break this downward sloping trend line. Top of this target somewhere in the 2165 zone or thereabout. You can just go ahead and copy this trend line on your support. On your stock chart of SoFi, that's going to be my initial target, and then of course I'm going to be looking for us to break out of this support, but baby steps. We need to do one at a time. Right now we've got two important trend lines that we need to break, one on this most intermediate term downward sloping trend line, and then obviously this longer term down sloping trend line with our first touch point of February, so earlier this year. So hopefully support here holds at around the 1450, 1460 zone, and we can start building momentum back to the upside, to the upper bounds of this downward sloping wedge. Let's dig in here to the 4 hour. The main issue you can see here is we've just got this awful momentum that's been in place here since the introduction of SoFi and the origins of the chart and price action that it's giving me. And ever since June 21st here, so almost a month now, we've just had this consecutive series of these lower momentum bubbles at every turn. There hasn't been one even small amount of relief on this 4 hour momentum chart, which is a little bit worrisome to me. So we need to reverse that. We need to reverse that and start getting this thing to move back to the upside, okay? So that's going to be the key. I'm hoping that happens here in the next couple of days, again, with a bounce of support off this 1460 zone, so we can kind of start repairing this damage. We need to get this 4 hour momentum to turn back to the upside and clear this downward sloping trend line and start breaking above the zero momentum line, where we can really in earnest start getting price action, positive price action on SoFi, and just instead of just this awful downward spiking price action we've been getting the last few months. Let's go here to the 1 hour chart, see if we can see anything more interesting or different here. No, this still looks bad. Just get rid of this. That's the 4 hour. Get rid of this. That's obvious. Yeah, we need to, you can see the zone it's working in here. This is the bearish negative momentum zone that we are in here below the zero line. And not only that, we are continuing to get a series of lower lows, lower highs. So this is all very bad, very bearish here. We need to break back above this line. It looks like maybe sometime in August. So we could have potentially 2 more weeks here of choppy sideways / down consolidation action until sometime in early August we were able to break back above this line and start putting in a series of higher lows, higher highs till we break above the zero line, and we can start getting some price action back to the upside in SoFi Technologies. So guys, that's pretty much it. Make sure, in order to stay updated, I'm going to keep you guys updated on at least a bi-weekly, if not 3 times a week basis on SoFi. You're not going to want to miss any of those updates. Really interesting, exciting times coming over the next couple of weeks in the markets. If you haven't done so yet, make sure to watch my video on the VIXY I did yesterday. Kind of gives a good indication of where I think markets are heading. But in order to get all those updates, and especially all my updates on SoFi Technologies, go down below, hit the subscribe, hit the bell notification. Thank you so much for joining. Hope to see you soon on the next video. Bye for now. Thank you so much.